Thing that I've noticed when it comes to skincare consumers is the high price tag of Dermalogica is the first thing that is mentioned when Dermalogica is the topic. And of course it stands that the following question is Dermalogica actually worth all of those Mandelas? Welcome to my humble abode, your go-to channel for skincare. I'm not a professional and I don't claim to be one. I am just a girl who is crazy over skincare. And if you're crazy over skincare, make sure that you hit that subscribe button because I have just become your favorite skincare YouTuber. If you're new to the family, we have actually been building quite a lot of new subscribers, and I'd like to remind you guys that this channel is for the person who wants to become skin-intelligent. It's not those uninformed kind of TikToks or, oh, I put this on my skin and this feels so good, you should try it too. No. On this channel, we go into very deep detail and I want you to learn as much as I have been learning. In fact, today's video is extremely researched. So go and get your pens and papers out, darling, because right now you're definitely going to be learning new stuff. So the way that this video is going to be structured is we are going to go Dermalogica product by Dermalogica product and find out if that particular product is worth its price. And then at the end, we're going to look at it from an overall point of view based on that product by product and make our final decision of whether Dermalogica's price are worth those Mandelas. So there's 5 products that we're going to discuss today. The first is the pre-cleanse balm. Then we're going to look at the special cleansing gel. Then we're going to look at the hyaluronic acid ceramide mist and the hyaluronic acid circular serum, because those have been the new launches of Dermalogica for this year and those are the hyped up products. And finally, we're going to look at the Biolumin C gel moisturizer. Okay, so let's start off with the pre-cleanse balm. It does contain fragrance and most of the ingredients contains fragrance. However, it is not overwhelming or overpowering or frustrating. And I'm a person who actually struggles with sinuses. So when I say the scent is not overwhelming, it truly isn't. From an ingredients point of view, it's got emollients, some skin identical ingredients, antioxidants, etc. In all honesty, it's got a beautiful ingredient list. It's of course stunningly formulated. It literally melts so perfectly into the skin and it does a great job as a pre-cleanse balm. From an experience point of view, it's actually one of the best pre-cleanse balms experiences that I've had to date. And what I really liked is that a little truly goes a long way. So you see that I haven't gone deeply into the ingredients list with the pre-cleanse balm. And from an ingredients point of view, there's really nothing that I can say, well, this is a red flag or wow, this ingredient absolutely stands out for me. And that's the reason that we didn't go into detail. And you'll see as I'm explaining further why I didn't go into so much detail. But trust me, as we get deeper into the products, we're definitely going to dig into those ingredients. So you can buy this pre-cleanse balm for 799 Rand for 90 mils. Personally, this is not the type of money that I would spend on a pre-cleanse balm. And the reason for that is because, one, I am a person who barely uses any makeup. What you see on my face right now is I've got lashes, I've got liner, I've got a little bit of blush, a bit of highlighter, but there's no foundation and such. So for me, my routine doesn't require a pre-cleanse balm. Moreover, I believe that cleansing should be reasonably priced because these ingredients end up down the drain within a minute. And there's no leave on in your cleansing process, to justify why this should be so expensive. However, if you are someone who uses heavy makeup and you find that you break out because the makeup is clogging your pores, because your cleansing process is not thorough enough, then a balm like this actually does begin to justify itself in your skincare routine. And trust me when I say that this is actually one of the best cleansing balms I've ever used, and I have gone through some cleansing oils and some cleansing balms. Okay, so next up we have this special cleansing gel. From an ingredients point of view, it has mild, non-irritating surfactants that is gentle on the skin barrier. There are fragrances that are listed in this ingredient list, but like I said, it is not overwhelming at all. Once again, I'm not going to go into deep detail with regards to the ingredient list here, because the most important thing that you want to know in your cleanser is that there are mild surfactants, and these surfactants are not going to strip your skin's natural oils. And this of course passes that test. So in terms of experience, the cleansing experience is also so amazing. It foams up, it leaves an incredible cleanse behind. My skin feels so clean, but I can also feel that it is not dry or stripped in any way. I have to admit, once again, from a gel cleansing point of view, this is one of the best gel cleansing experience that I've had. And yet my tax bracket and the fact that this is going down the drain within a minute cannot justify spending 749 Rand on a cleanser. And please note that I said my tax bracket right now, which means if it is affordable to you, this is a beautiful cleanser to include. You know that your skin is really getting cleaned, but at the same time, it is so gentle on your barrier. I really love this cleanser, and a little goes a long way. Alright, so now let's discuss the hyped up products for Dermalogica for 2022. And the first one is the Hyaluronic Acid Ceramide Mist. And now we're really going to dissect those ingredients. So firstly, we're seeing glycerin there. Glycerin is a superstar. It's a natural skin moisturizer. It's also naturally found in your skin, so it is skin identical. But glycerin is not an expensive ingredient to formulate with. You find it in all products. Then there's propanediol, which is a solvent, a humectant, and a moisturizer. Then we're seeing butylene glycol. And like propanediol, it also serves as a solvent, a humectant, and a moisturizer in the formulation. Then there's hydrogenated lecithin. What it is a chopped up version of lecithin. Lecithin has antioxidant properties, and we love antioxidants in our skincare because they help us fight free radicals and basically, in very easy terms, help us to fight premature aging. But lecithin is also naturally found in the body, and it works with the skin to restore the skin's moisture. It doesn't end there. Lecithin is also used to create liposomes. And liposomes have the ability and the capability to encapsulate active ingredients. And this becomes a useful system for the delivery of cosmetics into the skin. Because remember, you can easily put stuff on your skin. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's actually going to penetrate and go into your skin. It depends on the size of the molecules. So this is basically like a delivery system for those active ingredients to actually get into your skin. And another beautiful ingredient that we're seeing is panthenol. And panthenol is so soothing for the skin, but it's also incredibly moisturizing. Next up, we're seeing Ceramide NP. And this is one of the natural ceramides that is found in our skin. Your skin is made up of 50% of ceramides. So ceramides play an incredibly important role in your skin barrier in making sure that it is kept healthy. And as you get older, these ceramides deplete, and ideally what you want to do is you want to boost your skin with ceramides to help fight the signs of aging. Ceramide NP as an ingredient is an expensive ingredient, guys. I've seen other brands and they incorporate synthetic pseudo ceramides. However, here Dermalogica is using the real deal. And of course, as you continue with the ingredient list, you're seeing sodium acetylated hyaluronate, sodium hyaluronate cross polymer, and hydrolyzed sodium hyaluronate. And what this means is that there's different molecular weights of the hyaluronic acid, and this will penetrate into your skin at different depths, basically going into the different layers of your skin and hydrating it at the different layers. And guys, let me tell you, hyaluronic acid is not one of the cheapest ingredients to formulate with, and in this case there are so many derivatives of the hyaluronic acid. As you can see, I spent a lot of time discussing this ingredient, and my final thoughts are that this product is worth it. This product retails for 949 Rand for 150 mils. But also keep in mind that personally, I treasure barrier supportive products. In terms of experience, I have been using this for a good month, and I always find myself just grabbing it because after cleansing, I mist it directly all over my face. And I can feel how good it works on my skin. And it is incredibly hydrating, guys. I put this on my skin and I can literally leave it for a bit before I move on to my next step, and my skin is still hydrated. And I don't know if you guys are familiar with mists, but most mists are entirely like water. So you spray it and within less than a minute it evaporates, and it sometimes feels like there's literally nothing on your skin. Not with this mist. This mist has been so good to my skin. It is so hydrating, and now that I understand the product ingredients that are in here, I understand why it hydrates my skin so good. I understand why my skin feels so soft and supple when I use it. So is she worth the Mandelas? She definitely is worth those Mandelas. All right, the next hyped up Dermalogica product is the Circular Hydration Serum. So this has a very, very long ingredient list, so I'm going to teach you a trick. Below the fragrance line or the preservative line usually indicates that those products are in concentration of less than 1%. So for this ingredient list, I'm actually going to concentrate on the ingredients that are highly concentrated and above that 1% line. Firstly, we have glycerin, and just like we discussed earlier, your girl loves glycerin. It is so beautiful for the skin, but it is not an expensive ingredient to formulate with. Propanediol, once again, here it's your solvent, your moisturizer, and your humectant. Then the next ingredient is xylitol glucose. Xylitol glucoside is a main part of a moisturizing complex called Aqua Axel. And I can completely be pronouncing that wrong, so please forgive me. But the important point of this is that the manufacturer claims that this is a close to magic moisturizer, because it doesn't just moisturize but also harmonizes the skin's anhydrous flow. This means that it optimizes the skin's water reserves by increasing natural moisturizing factors within the skin. So when I saw this ingredient, I was like, ooh, that's why you're expensive. So I did a bit more research, and it turns out that this ingredient is actually fairly and decently priced. So I'll actually just give you the numbers so that you can understand. On average, niacinamide by the kg, a manufacturer pays like 600 Rand for it. This ingredient, however, is 2,000 Rand. So it is still expensive, but it's not that expensive. It's it's fair, it's decent. It's a really beautiful ingredient. So you are going to pay more for it, but it's not ridiculously priced. Then there's butylene glycol, and this is also your moisturizer and humectant. We're seeing hydroxyethylurea, and this is a very strong humectant and moisturizer. Panthenol, like I said, very soothing to the skin, so moisturizing and so barrier supportive. There's also some lactic acid, so that's providing very, very low exfoliation, but giving you more moisturization because lactic acid is very moisturizing. And then of course the hyaluronic acid and sodium hyaluronate. These are skin identical ingredients with amazing water binding properties that helps to keep your skin plumpy and glowy. From an experience point of view, this is definitely hydrating to the skin. It definitely plumps the skin up and brings that life back into it. I really enjoy it because it's long lasting. It feels so luxurious on the skin. It is so smooth, and given that it's a hyaluronic acid serum, it is not sticky at all. And even though this is so beautifully formulated and it feels so amazing on my skin, 1,199 Rand for 30 mils to me feels like it is an overpriced product. Ingredients are definitely so beautiful, and I mean, if this falls into your tax bracket, then I would definitely say, you know, continue it. If it's not harming you, then go ahead and purchase this because it is beautiful. But I do feel like the profit margin on this is very, very high. Okay, and we are discussing our final Dermalogica product now. Thank you guys for staying with me. You who are still here is the real skin OG because you guys really, really want to learn. And I'm so grateful to have you in my family here on my channel. The final product that we're going to discuss is the Dermalogica Biolumin C Brightening Gel Moisturizer. This also has a very long ingredient list, so I'm targeting the 1% ingredient list line again. We've got glycerin and we've got squalane. Those are such stunning ingredients. They are skin identical. Squalane is the cosmetic version of squalene that is naturally produced in your skin. Personally, my hair loves squalane, my skin loves squalane. These are barrier supportive, these give you hydration, it gives you moisturization, but it is not an expensive ingredient to formulate with. Then we've got propanediol and butylene glycol, which we've been discussing in most of the ingredients so far. It's a beautiful solvent, it's a humectant and a moisturizer. Then there's the hydroxyethylurea, and this I explained earlier is a very strong humectant and moisturizer. Then we've got aminopropyl. This is a derivative of vitamin C. So it is a form of vitamin C that is created by combining ascorbic acid with a molecule called 3-APPA. Now this ingredient is one of the more expensive vitamin C derivatives. When you see this ingredient, just expect the product to naturally be at a much higher price. So I'll give you the numbers that I found out so that you can understand. Remember earlier I told you that the xylitol glucoside goes to about 2,000 Rand per kg. This aminopropyl ascorbic phosphate goes for about 10,000 Rand per kg from the research that I've done. So do you see now why it makes sense that automatically a product with this ingredient list would have a much higher price tag? If you didn't know, vitamin C is amazing because it is an amazing antioxidant. And earlier I told you that antioxidants are so necessary in our skincare routine because they help fight against free radicals, and free radicals come onto the skin to destroy and eat your collagen and your elastin and all your good stuff and literally leave you with premature aging. So you want antioxidants in your skincare routine like vitamin C, because these are going to help you fight those free radicals and keep your skin plumpy and juicy for a long time. Vitamin C works so well with sunscreen at keeping your skin protected. Think of vitamin C as sunscreen's best friend. When you combine the two in your routine, you know you're getting maximum protection. It also helps fade dark marks, it helps with collagen synthesis, and it's really the recipe for the glow in your skin. So automatically, I'm just so happy that this is combined in a moisturizer, because if I had to think about it, I'd have to buy a vitamin C serum and I'll have to buy a moisturizer. And here, this is combined as one. So far, you know, it's really coming through in its weight in terms of its price, which I will discuss in a minute. So let's just finish this ingredient list. There's allantoin, hyaluronic acid, and hydrolyzed hyaluronic acid. And like I said, that just means that it will penetrate your skin at different layers, hydrating your skin at different layers. And why do you want hydrated skin? Because hydrated skin is plumpy and it's youthful. Is this worth 1,290 Rand for 90 mils? Let's discuss my experience with it first. It is luxury on the skin, no doubt. The hydration, guys, is so intense. It is so good. I've never used a moisturizer that brought such insane hydration into my skin before. It also leaves this subtle dew and this glow on my skin, and it is long lasting. I love this moisturizer so much. A little goes a long way. It's also full of other antioxidants that I didn't discuss because that is below the 1% line. And you know that vitamin C in here definitely brings justification to the price. So for me, this is actually one of my favorite all-in-one. So I can skip a vitamin C serum. Even if I skip the hydration serum in my skincare routine, I feel like this moisturizer does so well on the skin that it will be okay. If I had to calculate, okay, how much would I have paid for a hyaluronic acid serum? How much would I pay for a vitamin C serum that I actually like and a moisturizer? I come to the conclusion that this is absolutely worth your Mandelas. I love it. I love it. I love this product. I love this product so much, you guys. I really, really do. All right, so now that we've gone through all the products, product by product, let us come to a final thought. Dermalogica's brand, if you didn't know, started off as an education brand. And that is so close to my heart because I feel like if I have to start a skincare line, which I most likely will in the future, you know, it would be if Dermalogica's founder was doing this back in the day, she would also have had a YouTube channel and be giving out this type of information. So it started off as an education brand and then it turned into a skincare line. And at the time, it was more directed for professionals. So an insane amount of time and money goes into their research and their development. A little research that I did, I found out that before a product is launched, it goes into average research and development for 3 years before you actually see it out here. If it's going into research and development for 3 years, it means that they're perfecting the formula and they're doing test upon test to make sure that it's perfection when we get it. And I think that that is how Dermalogica actually justifies their prices. As you can see, they are not shy when it comes to throwing in quality ingredients into their products. You know, their profit markup must most certainly be high, but this is a company that knows its worth and does not owe anybody affordability. In this case, I think their prices are justified based on your level of affordability. I do suggest though that when you have the chance to splurge, that you go ahead and you buy yourself one of these products so that you can really experience it. I think if you love skincare as much as I do, then before you die, you know, you must have had at least a bit of a Dermalogica experience on your skin. So my final thoughts are, I absolutely love the products that this brand creates. 8 out of 10 times you're getting really high quality ingredients on your skin. And myself, and maybe you, or maybe not you, will just have to work harder to afford the brand in the future. This video was so long, so I'm just gonna leave you with an affirmation, which is what we do at the end of every video. And it's an affirmation that we say while we're doing our skincare routine or while we're drinking water, just to create a healthy, just to create a healthy skincare mindset within the week. So the affirmation for today is, it is easy for me to be comfortable in my skin. It is easy for me to be comfortable in my skin. If you like this video, please give it a thumbs up. It helps with the algorithm in getting my video seen, and I really want to get this video seen. If you've gotten this far, then you might as well subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so that you don't miss out on my next video. I hope that wherever you are, guys, you are well, you're making great decisions, and your girl can't wait to see you in her next video.